Tasty Tuesday. Today I'm going to be doing 3 delicious popsicles. The first one will be peaches and cream. So let's start with the ingredients. You'll need some either vanilla or natural yogurt. If you use vanilla, you won't need vanilla essence or extract or paste or whatever. But I'm using plain yogurt and some vanilla essence. Then 2 peaches and a knife. But first thing you want to do is cut up your peach. So I'm just cutting it in half. And yes, beware of the stone when you cut. So it's kind of unevenly cut, but it doesn't really matter. Then you're going to de-skin them. So just try and pull the skin off. It should work fairly easily if the peaches are ripe. You don't have to use yogurt, you can also use actual cream. Just we didn't have any, so yogurt does the same job. Okay guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I've taken off all the skin to these, and now I'm going to show you how to cut them. So you should have 2 smaller ends like that. Oh, by the way, the second peach was easier to peel off the skin because the first peach, it was like almost too ready for this, but it's like not too ready yet. So the second peach was just perfect. The skin came off like there was no bother. So now I'm just cutting around the stone. So I'm just cutting off peaches and its little parts and all sorts of things. Make sure you get as much peach as possible off this, because you don't want to waste a good peach. So as you can see, I've just made a pile, and this is the stone, so there's like no peach left on it, and this is the peach. So it's not cut up the nicest, but whatever, I mean it's cut, isn't it? So just cutting the other big piece, and cutting off the stone part, keeping the peach, throwing out the stone, because you will not need the stone. Unless you feel like planting it, but most people don't do that. Now to the smaller edges, I'm just cutting right in the middle of the small edge and cutting them into quarters for now. So basically half and half again, and that makes them into quarters. So now we've got our peaches. I'm just making them into one big pile. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but that's just our peaches. And I'm just going to chop them up, some like finely, some small. So I'm putting them in the pile. I'm just kind of chopping up whatever's there, you know, so that there's no exact things that are taken too long. And yeah. So just a rough little chop will be fine. And that is the peaches of 2 peaches. That's the non-skin and stone of 2 peaches. Now you do want to keep this juice from it, because that will really add to it. So here I've got a measuring jug, just because it pours easier because of that. If you have a funnel or something, you can use that. Okay, so I'm just going to put all that in to our measuring jug. It doesn't matter about how much is actually there, just use 2 regular sized peaches and you're grand. So, putting in that juice as well, because that's really going to add to the flavour. Now for me, because I don't like my things to just liquidy, I like to leave a lot of chunks, so I'm not using a blender. Just kind of take my knife and putting it up once again, just really quickly. because we're about to mash it off their spoon. So now, taking a tablespoon, I'm mashing it all up against the edges. Now you can use a blender or a food processor. I prefer not to. So yeah, I'll show you the consistency in a minute. So it's really just easy to just mash up and stuff. And the way that I like it, I'm pretty sure I've said this already, but with a few chunks in it. Doesn't hurt. Okay, so that looks about good, so I'm just going to show you. It looks kind of disgusting, but it's just kind of not processed, but kind of like mushed up in its juice. So there's like a bit of juice there. See? Just apricot juice. If you want, you can try apricot juice, or peach juice, or apricots. I guess that would also taste nice, but it's not what we want. But yeah, you can get that. So now I'm just taking a drop of our vanilla essence. And I prefer to use vanilla essence instead of like getting vanilla yogurt, because some things you don't want vanilla in other things, so it means that you'd have to buy like plain and vanilla yogurt. Not sure if I'm making sense, but oh well. Now I'm just adding in roughly a tablespoon, let's say, just of yogurt. So just, I'd say yeah, roughly a tablespoon of yogurt. So a little bit more, a little bit less, never hurts, you know. So now I'm just going to mix that. So starting to form something. Now that quite clearly looks to me like it needs a lot more yogurt. This is a popsicle, not like a drink. So just adding in a good little bit, but not too much. Don't want that spritzing. So just a little bit. I'm not sure if you can even see that, but it's just a little bit of yogurt. So also leave suggestions down below in the comments, because we're never going to run out of things to bake. Just adding in a bit more. Just a really big heaping tablespoon here. Just a little bit more. Looking good. Have to lick this stuff off your finger. I mean, that's what you do, right? Now I'm mashing up a bit more of the peach. Why not? So it's kind of changed color to really light and kind of like, I'm not sure. You guys see that? So it's starting to get to that consistency that we want. Now I'm going to add in a bit more yogurt here. Yeah. Come out! This yogurt doesn't like me. So that's about another tablespoon, sorry. This kind of warms it up while thick now. I don't know how to really explain what it does, but yeah. Here, I'll show you what. It makes more juice, but the juice, like it makes the thing more kind of juicy, but the juice is a lot thicker. So this is the kind of consistency that you want. So I'm just going to dip in my finger and taste it. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to add in a little bit of vanilla. I know I've already added in some, but I think it needs just the tiniest drop. So, that was literally like nothing, but that's all it needs. Now you can double this recipe, half this recipe, whatever. This is just to make one popsicle, okay? So, I'm going to set this aside now, and I'm going to get the ingredients for the next popsicle. Next smoothie is the Strawberry Delight. Okay, so this is strawberry and lemon. This is quite lemony, but that also depends on how much you actually like your lemon, so you can kind of adjust that to what you like. Now for the strawberries, I use frozen strawberries and put them in the microwave for approximately like 40 seconds, but that was on a very low heat on the microwave, so I'm not actually sure what it would be. I do it in 10-second intervals, because that's personally what I did. But anyway, that just makes the strawberries kind of like soft, instead of using like normal strawberries. So I just find that's better for the consistency that I like, once again, with little chunks in it, because I find that tastes so good. And also it means the ice that comes off from the strawberries leaves a bit of strawberry kind of juice on it. It's not very much. I'm going to try and show you there. So, yeah, can you guys see that? Yeah. But anyway, so that's the juice of it, and that tastes so good, like seriously. And so other ingredients, I have caster sugar, which by the way I forgot to say, after I made the peach one, while I was warming up the strawberries a bit, I added in like a pinch of sugar to the peach one. Some strawberry ice cream. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy, it's just, oh my god, it makes it so good. Some lemon zest, here's my lemon, I've already used that, and some lemon juice, which I'll also be taking out of, and some plain yogurt, and if you'd like to tone down the lemon, you can add in vanilla extract. Don't use paste, because it's not going to work very well. So, yes, let's get started. So to our strawberries, I'd say this is about 10, 12, something like that. Now I'm going to add in my lemon zest. So not a whole lemon zest. Sorry, got yogurt on my thumb. And if you have a grater like mine, you want to use the small thing there. So there's big, there's that one which is cheese, and then there's that small one there. So you want to use the small one because that makes it a lot more fine. Once again, in some places you can just buy lemon zest, but it normally has a bunch of additives. So I'm just adding lemon zest quite a lot because I do love lemons and sourness and things like that. I'm kind of a sour junkie. But yeah, it's really good. And this one I'm actually excited to have again, because I tried this last night and I had it for lunch, but oh my god, I had it after lunch actually, I should say. That's what I had. I had lunch and then I had this after. But anyway, it's really good. It's quite lemony. My mom tried one, so she said it was quite lemony for her taste. She's also not a massive lemon fan, so now I'm just taking a spoon and mixing it out. Now I'm just going to like sprinkle on like 2 pinches of sugar. And I know that's not really a lot, but strawberries already have a lot of sweetness in them. You don't want to add in too much, especially sweet and sour together in a popsicle. Okay, sweet and sour sauce is good when you get spring rolls. But other than that, sweet and sour things aren't that good. So now I'm taking a fork and I'm going to mix in the sugar and I'm going to mash the strawberries against the edge to kind of create kind of a juice-ish kind of thing and a paste, and just kind of mix everything together so there's still a few chunks and stuff in there. It's not like pureed, but let out all the inner juices from the thing. So here you go. And as you can see, there's a bunch of juice here. My friend said, one of my friends that you guys don't know, she said that you can use strawberry jello instead of like using frozen strawberries. That does not taste anything alike, but if that's what you need, it's the closest thing that you can get. I would get it if you can't get frozen strawberries. So now, got a spoonful of our yogurt. Actually going to add in a bit more than that because I just like it like that. So a spoonful and a half. Just adding that in. Yum, yum, yum. And this just gets very good and mixed with a fork. Now you want to use a fork because that will mix it in almost better. It's just like, you know the way you beat an egg, you don't do that with a knife, you do it with a fork. Anyone didn't know that one, now you know. So like, it's just a way of mixing that's different to using, say, a knife or a whisk or something like that. So this is coming together really well, but to add that flavour that is oh so good, I'm going to add in a spoonful of strawberry ice cream. This tastes absolutely amazing. You can add more or less to your liking, but it's just so good. I sometimes add more, sometimes add less, it just depends. So this should, at least where I live, it starts to melt in the mixture because it's kind of warm here. Not that warm because Ireland doesn't like it that warm, but it's also kind of rainy outside, but it's still warmer than the freezer, which makes a change. Normally it's colder than that. Just kidding. But anyway, when that does melt into the thing, like you can put this in the microwave if you want to because it's getting frozen. Oh my god, it's so good. So I'm going to add in another spoonful of strawberry ice cream. And this is just left over from other baking projects. Because I use ice cream and stuff in a lot of baking projects, like ice cream cake and ice cream pies, and I like ice cream, okay? Don't judge. So just kind of whisking this together with my fork. And that went flying. Oh, that's so good. The strawberry ice cream just adds to it. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut open my lemon here using my spoon because I forgot to bring over a knife. So using the spoon, I'm opening up my lemon. I'm just going to squeeze it in, and as you can see, sorry, but I've only made a small little slit so that pips can't come out. There's little seeds inside lemon, that's so that can't come out. So now, just squeezing is the hardest part. I don't have a lemon juicer. Should probably get one, probably will get one. So I didn't cut this properly. There we go. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get one like next week or something. I also need a baster. Yeah. But yeah. So just putting in the juice of this. Gotta get your arm muscle in it. Put your back into it. If this is too hard, once again, take back your spoon. Put this in and twist it, okay? Because that's going to help get out a lot of the juices. It's going to break some of the little pockets. Oh yeah, that got out a lot of juice. Now I like mine really lemony. Like I said before, I like things sour. So just adding in lots of lemon juice is like amazing. So I'm just going to dip my finger in and taste it. Well, that's good. I'd say it needs a bit more lemon. But also guys, lemon actually comes out a bit more in flavour when you freeze it, so make sure you're not adding in so much like lemon or lime. By the way guys, you can also use lime for this. I prefer lemon because it doesn't have the slightest different taste. but it's just kind of that sourness that tastes so good with the strawberry. Now I'm taking a pinch of the sugar, caster sugar. I'm just adding that in, and this is just to help with the lemon bring out the flavor. And yes, I know, no sweet and sour, whatever. Hands full of sugar. Mixing that together, and now I think this is done. So as you can see, it kind of has its chunks in there, but it's nice and juicy. It's really good, you know. So I'm going to go leave this to the side and get something called chocolate galore, because oh my god, there's chocolate syrup, chocolate powder, chocolate milkshake powder. You can also use cacao powder, which is raw chocolate powder, or cocoa powder. Sugar, a dash of milk, lemon juice. Mine's just already put into a bottle for me. A little bit of plain yogurt, and ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Okay, so let's get started once again with our measuring jug. So to that, I'm going to add 2 spoons of chocolate powder. Oh. Yeah. Yes, I know, you're probably dying inside right now. Oh my god. Now I'm going to add in 1 spoon, well, yeah, about 1 spoon of sugar. Just caster sugar. And now, some chocolate syrup. So I just did 1 little squeeze, and that's plenty. Now, a drop of lemon juice. That's just to lighten it up, so it's not too chocolatey. And yeah, I know, you're probably thinking, is that a thing? Is it? I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. Taking last my plain yogurt. A dash of milk, a little dash, and I'm not going to add the ice cream yet, but I am going to start mixing. And oh my god, this is so good. Now I'm going to add in a bit more milk because this is like tiny. So that's another dash and a half, I'd say. Remember, this is a popsicle, not an ice cream or something, so we do want it relatively thin. Not too thin though. Just mixing that together. I need like a chocolate drink now, so I'm gonna like drizzle some of that on my finger. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I wouldn't change anything. Now to get a different spoon. Because I'll lift off that one. Ice cream. We're gonna get 1 heaping spoon of vanilla ice cream. And I'm just gonna continue using that spoon because I used it already, so yeah. So just mixing this together. Once again, it's starting to relatively melt because I also had it out for a little while I was like prepping everything. It's been out for a while. Just mashing that ice cream against the edges. Well, there's not really edges because it's circular, but you know what I mean. Oh, also guys, I'm pre-recording this because I'm going to America soon, so that's why I probably haven't hopped on to anything that's kind of not going well, because I'm probably currently in America when this goes out. In fact, I am in America when this video comes out, so yeah. I can't surprise you guys with videos. We have a family. If you're subscribed, we are a family. I'm sorry, but it's true. If you want out of this family, there's a button down there called unsubscribe. Bye. Anyway, yeah. This is starting to get the perfect consistency. So it's kind of watery, which is kind of good for this because last time I tried to make one, it was so thick it like came out all gooey. Well, it was disgusting. Just the consistency because I made the thing too thick. So just making sure you can definitely see the consistency is good. So I'm going to go get my popsicle mold. Here's our three mixtures. Here's the chocolate galore, the strawberry sundae, and the peaches and cream. So now I have my popsicle mold. I'm just going to pour them in. So simple as. I'm going to start with peaches and cream because that's the one that we made first. So taking my spoon out and just pouring. And this is why I love doing it with measuring jugs because it makes it so much easier to pour. I have a little bit left over, but I'm just going to leave that for now. Now I'm going to do the strawberry one, because that's the one that we made second. So yeah. I have a little bit of strawberry left as well. So I do. Yeah, I better fill this peach one up a bit more because it's kind of not full all the way. Get the back. You'll listen to me. That's that. And then the chocolate one, which we made last. Oh, it looks so good. I think that's it for now. So I'm just going to put the lids on these and get going.